Waleed, my man.
Dave,
how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm all right, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing extremely well. I'm very excited about this, and I'm sorry that your buddies couldn't make it, but I'm also not sorry because this will be fun.
Who? My guys in the band?
Yeah.
I killed them, remember?
Yeah,
Come on,
course.
they're not here anymore. I've gone solo. That's the thing. Now it's so much easier now.
It's brilliant.
Just me, none of them. It's so much easier.
Before we send Foo Fighters fans around the world into meltdown, Dave hasn't actually gone solo, and he hasn't killed off his mates. But if you wish he did, you should definitely check out Studio 666.
Do you guys get this overwhelming sense of debt? Whoa. Doesn't really seem like the right fit. Whoa. The sound of this house is the sound of album 10.
This rock horror comedy, or rock-corrody if you will, follows the Fooies as they record their 10th album in a spooky mansion steeped in grisly rock history. Spoiler alert, there's a lot of dying, which strangely enough was a theme for the two of us as well.
Oh my God. I'm so happy to be back. It's been so long. I've been dying to see you.
Well, I've been dying to see you, and I'm dying to see you in person, but more on that later. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the movie. You said there is no other band stupid enough to do this. What makes you so stupid?
Name one. I mean, this is the thing. You know, after we made the film, we're thinking like, wow, maybe there's a sequel. Maybe this is the franchise. Maybe we bring back the rock and roll horror film. Maybe this is what we're here to do. And we started thinking like, okay, what other band is going to do this? And we're like, I don't know, Wu-Tang Clan? I don't know, Coldplay? Like, who's going to make the next band horror film? And then we eventually realized like, no, I think we're the only ones stupid enough to do something like this.
Yeah, it is completely nuts. The whole thing is nuts. But you are in a grand tradition of bands making films now. I mean, the Beatles did it, Pink Floyd did it, The Clash did it, the Spice Girls did it. Were you inspired by that sort of oeuvre?
Well, you know, I think it was great when we were young to see some of our favorite bands make films, whether it was the Ramones, Rock and Roll High School, Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park, Prince, Purple Rain, things like that, to see your favorite artist jump from one medium to the next, and then all of a sudden they're put in, you know, sort of a funny situation, and watching them try to act, like, oh my God, to watch the Ramones try to act or Kiss try to act, it's just for entertainment's sake. So it's an extension of just the fun that it is to, you know, to be a band. No one had really done it in a long time. I gotta say, I think the Spice Girls might be the last one that's like sort of memorable. Maybe 8 Mile by the Eminem, something like that. But for a rock band as an ensemble to make a film, it's like, we were kind of born to do it. Yeah, I mean, we made 26 years of ridiculous videos. Why not make a horror film?
Yeah, and the acting, I have to say, I found the acting disconcertingly good.
Well, when someone says action and you have to act like the Foo Fighters, like, we could do that. You know, it's not like we're the characters in Goodfellas, you know.
How you feeling? Everything okay?
Ever since we moved into this house, my mind is flooded.
Destroy the drums.
What do? We go save his ass.
Here you go, man. Finish the song.
You did.
The plot is basically you killing all of your bandmates. Was this some kind of fever dream? Is this something you've longed to do? Give me the story here.
It's almost like Spinal Tap meets The Evil Dead, you know? Like, band goes to some creepy house to make a record, and the house is haunted, and I become possessed and murder everyone over creative differences, and then I go solo. It's like all of those things kind of reside in these ridiculous rock and roll cliches. There's a little truth. I mean, it's a quintessential lead singer. Name one lead singer that hasn't wanted to murder and eat his whole band and then go solo. I guarantee you, at some point, not me. But not me.
Sure.
But most lead singers.
The band have been sitting on the idea for Studio 666 since before the pandemic. While recording their 10th record, Medicine at Midnight, Dave thought of an unconventional way of drumming up some buzz about it.
We were telling everybody that the house we made the record in was haunted. So we were basically trolling everyone, saying, yeah, the house is totally possessed, it was totally haunted, because we were trying to set up the album. But now when we do interviews, everyone says, wait a second, so the house was actually haunted, wasn't it? And we have to now fess up and tell everyone, nah, we were lying the whole time. It's total lie.
So this whole story, though, was your idea. At least that's the way it's credited in the film. Did you find it was difficult to convince your bandmates that this is something they should get on board with?
At this point, after 26 years, like, this was probably not the most ridiculous idea we've ever had. We've had worse ideas than this. So, but really, like, if I come to the guys, I'm like, oh my God, you know what we should do? That's when the wheel starts turning and then the machine goes bam. Right. And they'll follow me in a battle, like, anytime, I swear. They're like, whatever, Dave, and they just do it.
Got a couple of ideas I've been working on. I'll lay them on you.
Dude, wait. It's called Everlong, and you wrote it about 20 years ago. We all have writer's block. You found a new musical note?
Hell yes, I did.
It's an L.
How great is the Lionel Richie cameo, by the way?
Dude, here's the funny thing is that was written into the script by the screenwriters. They had no idea that I actually know Lionel Richie. Like, we text each other sometimes. And so when I read that scene, I'm like, oh my God, this is genius. I love it. I'll just text him. And I'm like, hey, Lionel, we're making a horror film. You want to be in it? And I swear, he was like, absolutely, my brother. And that was it. And he came in and he crushed it.
Aside from all the gore, it's awesome to see musicians in a film actually shredding their instruments. But I found out that even for Dave, there are some riffs that can get the best of you.
Your guitar playing was extraordinary. It reminded me of Steve Vai in a really weird sort of a way.
Okay, well, this is the funniest thing, and I'll tell you, that, like, not many people know that. I know that you know this now, but there in the script, it said, and then Dave comes up from the basement and starts shredding these leads. And I told the director, I'm like, dude, I can't play lead guitar. Like, I'm a rhythm guitar player. But Steve Vai lives across the street, like literally across the street. And so I texted him, I'm like, hey, I'm across the street. Will you come over here and shred a lead on my guitar, put on my shirt and draw my tattoos on you and shred a lead? He was like, absolutely. So he just walked across the street.
You have the best contact book in the world.
Hollywood, baby, come on.
I'm a street light shining. I'm a white light blinding bright, burning off and on.
Now, I said I would return to this question of us meeting in person again sometime soon. There is a rumour.
I'm so sorry. We are over time. We didn't.
Oh, you got shut down.
Oh, this is so hard.
How about this? I'll just say this. I hope to see you soon.
It's so ambiguous. I'm reading a lot into it, Dave. It better be safe that I'm reading a lot into that.
Drinks are on me. How about that?
Well, you picked the right person because I don't drink, so it's not going to cost you very much at all.
Oh, man. I thought after you hung out with Christopher Hitchens, I thought you'd definitely be an alcoholic by now.
We went separate ways after that. Dave Grohl, thanks so much for speaking to us again.
Good to see you. Take care.
Hang on a second.
Can we all come when you go and hang out with him?
Well, I don't know if he's got the budget for it. I was onto something because this morning they officially announced Foo Fighters are coming to Australia. So this is for one show. It's a huge show in Geelong, like Friday week, the 4th of March. So there you go. And Studio 666 is in cinemas from tomorrow for a week only. Info about their Geelong gig is on our website.
What a great idea for a movie.
Oh, it's
He's
just
fabulous.
Nuts. Yeah, he's great.
Fun.